Alright, you guys. I'm coming to you guys today with an update video. So, to all my old subscribers, welcome back. To my new subscribers, you are now watching Raphael on T. I made a video when I got to the courthouse about me going in to get my name changed. This video will, that video will be in front of this video. Like I said, I went and got my name changed. I filed the petition in November, the beginning of the month in November. I had to run it in the newspaper for 4 weeks. Then I had to go pick up the affidavit from the newspaper. And altogether, like with everything, it cost me roughly around $300 to get everything done. I finally got I went the same day or the next day and went and got my driver's license done. So my new name is on my driver's license. I think the biggest thing that I don't know about when it comes to the state of Georgia is when it comes to like birth certificates. I don't know if like the birth certificates and the social security cards, I don't know if they do those both at the same time or there's two separate forms. I do believe there is two separate forms. There's one form for getting your social security card changed, and there's a whole nother form for your birth certificate. I do believe. I haven't done that part yet. It went really good. I think the only thing I did not like about the whole situation is when you get there or whatever, the judge calls out all the cases, that he has that are like non-trial cases. And then he goes from the non-trial cases to the trial cases. That's one of the things that took the longest. And then you go up, he calls, your government name, the name that you were given at birth. He calls you for you to come up to the podium, and then you tell him why you're getting your name changed and all that. I think I was I was super, super nervous. Because like there was a lot of people in there. And, them having to call out my government name, from when I was, a female, them having to call out my government name, like I was a little embarrassed because, there isn't many guys out there with my name before I transitioned. Because I'll make a whole nother video on what my name was before I transitioned. But like I said, when I went up there, I was really nervous. I was super nervous. Like I said, when I went up there, I was super nervous about the situation because I was like, man, this is gonna be a hard situation for me because where I work now, they call me by my at that point in time, which was my preferred name. They didn't call me by my name that I was given at birth. So a lot of times, like I feel like it was weird for me, and I was also nervous because there was other people there. So it was like I was nervous mostly because when they called out my name, they were going to be like, people were going to be whispering and this, that, and the other. and wanting to know, okay, so why the hell, you know, like why is that his name? You know, excuse my French. You know, why the hell is his name? You know, so and so, and that's a guy. So I knew that was coming. I was nervous about that. But like I said, he asked me all these questions, like was I changing my name because I was running from federal issues and all of that, and I'm like, no, that's not the reason I changed my name, or I'm trying to get my name changed. No, sir, that's not the reason I'm trying to get my name changed. And he asked me, did I have the final notice, which I did not know about because the lady didn't tell me that I needed to come back to her and bring her to affidavit. She told me that I needed to bring it to court. That's what she said. So I was like, no, sir, I don't have the final notice or anything. And he was like, okay, I have one up here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it out. And I was like, okay. So I stood there for about, I want to say about 5 or 10 minutes because he had to look it up on his computer. Um, on his computer, he had to look it up and then print it out for me, and then he signed it, and then I didn't have to sign it. He gave it to the notary, and then we left the courtroom. He granted my name change. Like I said, he granted my name change, and then he gave the final notice to the notary, and then we went back there, and I thought I was gonna have to pay for my court fees when I went. I thought that was gonna entail another $300, but surprisingly, like, he granted my name change, and I did not have to um, pay any other like court costs or anything. So I think I got lucky with that. And I went back there with the notary, me and my fiance. I went back there with the notary, and she signed her name under his name, and then she watched me sign my name, and then she stamped it and handed it to me, and she's like, you'll need this when you go into places to get your name changed. So the first thing I did, I took it to my job that I work for, and I went ahead and had them change my name because I took it the next day because I didn't have time to do everything that day because the DMV wasn't open here. Anyway, so I went and got them to change it at my job, and then I went ahead and sent it to like the temp service that I work for. Which they're kind of trying to be complicated with it. They're not really trying to change my name or whatever. Like my name when I clock in and stuff. I don't understand why, but they're not really trying to do it. But like that kind of upsets me a little bit. But I'm trying to just let it go. Considering that I haven't done it on my Social Security card yet. And then I went to the DMV the next day and got my name changed on my driver's license. Went ahead and did that on my driver's license. And I think I think the biggest thing will be getting it changed everywhere else. I've already got it. Excuse me. I've already got it changed on my insurance with my insurance company. Like I said, I just got to do my birth certificate, my Social Security card, and my 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 tags, like I gotta go to the clerk of court and have my titles redone for both of my cars. I think those will probably be the most expensive thing because like those tags were like super 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 expensive when I first got them put on the car. Um, like I said, it was a pretty decent process. I really thought that the judge was gonna be a dick, but surprisingly, he wasn't. I really expected that. Um, and like I said, it was just a crazy situation for me. Like I was super excited when I left the courthouse. We told my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. Um, and then, like I said, I got the certificate that says my name, that states my name changed. And then later on, I think 7 days later, in my mailbox, they sent me like the actual name change certificate. Like it was the first piece of mail that I've gotten in my new name, like with my new name on it. The only thing I think I haven't changed it yet, like I said with the other things, and I haven't had a chance to get up to the post office to have my name changed um, at the post office yet. But since I work a lot of hours, it makes it kind of hard to do that. To try to get everything done in one day, since I'm only off Saturday and Sunday, and those days the places usually aren't open. But you guys, like I said, I wanted to let you guys know about my experience with when I went to court to have my name changed. And like I said, the judge surprisingly wasn't a dick. So, and I didn't have to pay any extra money because I know a lot of the videos that I watched of other trans guys, they had to pay like $300 for court fees or whatever, or $300 for the name change, like the actual name change certificate when they got to court. So I was kind of concerned about that because I googled it online before um, we even went to court. But like I said, you guys, if you guys have any other questions or anything, because I will help you in any way possible that I can. So when you guys, if you guys have got any questions, anything, don't hesitate to ask me because I will do my best to help you. If I can't, if I don't know the answer, I will try to find out for you. But so far with my whole transition experience, um, like I said, the only thing that's left for me to do now is to get my surgery started. Um, I want to, um, which I filled out for. I'm gonna say that I filled out for what is it? Um, for Pride Point. I done that back in November. They had a petition, like a thing going, to where you could fill out to try to get some help with your surgeries, which I'm hoping that they're able to help me with at least one of my surgeries, if not all three. Maybe they're able to help me with one. That would be great. Because I really would like to at least get my surgeries started before I want to at least have one of my surgeries by the end of next year, if not two, by the end of the year, by the end of 2020. We'll say that. Hopefully, I will have it done, have at least one or both done by then, and I can give y'all some experience. Um, I could help y'all, with the surgeries because I then at that point I've had a surgery, so I can explain to you, what it was like and all of that and the things that I went through and all of that. Hopefully, like I will get to that point. Um, by the time the end of the year, end of 2020 gets here. Um, but other than that, like I said, everything went smoothly. Other than when I filed the petition, like I said, that was a rough situation. That really was. But like I said, everything else went great. The judge wasn't. He wasn't. I thought he was gonna be a dick, but he wasn't, or an asshole, but he wasn't. Excuse my French. I thought he was, but he wasn't. So, you guys, if you have any questions for me, like I said, don't hesitate to comment in the comment sections. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm trying to do more when it comes to my channel, and I'm trying to get my surgeries done so I can talk to you guys about that. But you guys, that is all I have for you today. At the end, I always leave you with a message. Like I always say, can nobody be you but you? Can nobody tell you who you need to be? Because you know who you are, and you know who you were supposed to be. So all my trans brothers, trans sisters out there, don't let nobody tell you, oh, well, you're just confused. You don't know whether or not you want to transition. They give you plenty of time for you to make the decision whether or not you want to have some type of surgery. When I first started my transition, I can admit this, I knew I wanted top surgery. And I knew for sure I wanted bottom surgery. But I really didn't know fully. Like, I knew I wanted bottom surgery at first. But I was kind of iffy on the whole hysterectomy thing at first. And I was like, well, no, I might not want to have a hysterectomy, so that takes the bottom surgery out of the equation. But then as time went by, I was like, okay, well, I want bottom surgery, and I do want bottom surgery. And then, then I had decided on one that I really, really, really wanted. Like, I wanted to have, mediaplasty done. But then as time progressed, I got to watching different videos on phalloplasty, and I was like, okay, well, maybe at some point I may want that. I don't know. But then, years, like a year and a half later, I decided that I want to have phalloplasty done. I do not want mediaplasty anymore. That's mainly because, it's very important to me for me to be able to stand to pee and everything. Like, that's the one thing that stuck out to me, is the fact that I want to be able to stand to pee. So that's very important to me. But anyways, like I said, you guys, like you have plenty of time once you start hormone replacement therapy, whether or not you want to have any type of surgery. They give you a total of, you could wait a year and then have surgery, or you could wait 3 years and have surgery. It's just completely up to you. But if you're doing it through insurance, most insurance companies require you to at least be living as the other gender, or the gender that you identify as, for at least 2 years, at least 2 to 3 years. They require when you go to have your when you go to have your when you go to see those two therapists, they do require for you to have been on hormone replacement therapy for 2 years, 2 or more years, before they will write you a letter. So they do require that. And that was one of the things that was really difficult for me, is I didn't understand why I needed approval from a therapist for them to tell me that I had gender identity disorder. Like, I didn't understand why I needed somebody to tell me that, because I already knew that. But insurances are difficult to try to work with, especially insurance, like health insurance is like really, they have a difficult process. I can say that. But like I said, you guys, you got plenty of time to decide whether or not you want to have any type of surgery. But if it's important for you to start hormone replacement therapy, and you're able to do it, don't hesitate. Because you have plenty of time to decide whether or not you want to have surgery, or a you could be a trans person that does not want surgery or does not want to have hormone replacement therapy. Now, I mean, I don't know. I haven't so far. I haven't met anybody that did not want to do hormone replacement therapy. But I'm pretty sure there are people out there that does not want hormone replacement therapy, or there are people out there that want one surgery but don't want the other, or there are people out there that want all like the full surgery, the whole transition. Um, there are plenty of people out there that want that. I mean, like I said, I will talk to anybody that is having difficulty with their transition or wanting to understand being trans a little bit more, or wanting to learn more about being trans before they transition, because I understand. I really do. And I will help you. I will answer any questions. And like I said, if there's something that I don't know, I will find out or do my best to find out. Because like I said, there was nobody there for me when I transitioned. Like nobody who was trans that could tell me what I was in for or what to expect. So, I mean, like I said, if anybody has any questions, any trans brothers, trans sisters, if y'all got questions, like I said, I will answer everybody's question. I will find out what I need to find out. Cuz like I said, even with trans brothers, like I understand where they're coming from. But trans sisters, I sort of understand where you're coming from. But, even though we're going through two different transitions, but I will do my best to find out what I can for you. Um, so you guys, sorry about raving on like that, but I wanted to make sure that I explained in depth what I meant. So when you guys watch this video, like I said, don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, comment in the comment section below if you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me. But that's all I got for you guys. Have a good day. Peace.